Rosetta's last signal, received back in June 2011, placed her 341 million miles from Earth. Using the data, Andrea and his team predict that Rosetta will have traveled another 450 million miles to an area near Jupiter's orbit. This is where NASA's telescopes now point. But all they pick up are the background radio signals from that part of the sky. Rosetta has been programmed to fire a radio pulse back to Earth to verify that it is awake. Its signal should create a spike above the background noise. Finding Rosetta is a massive challenge. The spacecraft is but a tiny speck in infinite space. Its core no bigger than a family SUV, its solar panels shorter than the length of 2 articulated lorries. But inside this tightly packed bundle is a marvel of engineering. An automated laboratory full of scientific equipment and cameras. And at its center, a lander the size of a washing machine, called Philae. Rosetta is going to try and plant Philae on one of the most enigmatic objects in space. Comets are primordial, city-sized boulders of ice and dust that roam the outer solar system beyond the planets. But sometimes one of these distant comets gets knocked off course and comes much closer to Earth. As they do so, they put on an incredible display. These are the comets we see in the night sky. Rosetta will follow one of these icy travelers as it becomes active on its journey round the sun.
To get next to a comet and accompany this comet as it barrels into the inner solar system, that's difficult. So that's a first.
This is the first time we have ever deployed a lander on a comet. We're going to scratch and sniff the surface to get a real idea of what the comet is made of.
Rosetta has got to be a 10 out of 10 in terms of the challenges that we face among the missions I've ever been involved in.
Rosetta presents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to answer some fundamental questions. What are comets made of? What can they tell us about how our solar system evolved? And most importantly, do they contain the essential ingredients of life?
Comets are more or less unaltered since the birth of the solar system. They've got water in them, dust in them, maybe even complex organic molecules, the origin of the building blocks of life.
But before Rosetta can attempt to do all this, first, it has to wake up.